The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus went out along the sea. All the crowd came to him, and he taught them. As he passed by, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the customs post. Jesus said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed Jesus. While he was at table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners sat with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. Some scribes who were Pharisees saw that Jesus was eating with sinners and tax collectors and said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus heard this and said to them, "Those who are well do not need a physician, but the sick do. I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners." The Gospel of the Lord. The question that we have to keep asking ourselves is not, are we good enough to have Jesus come, but are we sinful enough? Because Jesus welcomes sinners. Jesus doesn't wait on the sidelines until we're good enough, until our houses are swept clean and we have enough to offer him from our own store of goodness and good works and purity and all of that. No. He comes because we're sinners. If we're good enough in our own eyes, we don't need him. It's only as sinners that we need him. We don't need him, although we would like him. We would like him to be our own personal wonder worker, the one who makes things easier for us, makes things nice. Sometimes we think, Lord, why is this bad thing, whatever it might be, happening to me? I have been so good. Don't you think I deserve better from you? That's not the way he works. That's not the contract or the covenant that God has with us through Jesus. We'd like to think that Jesus exists to reward us for our own goodness. No, that's not the way he works. Because he knows, as we should know if we are honest in looking at ourselves, that there is nothing we can do to merit his favor. There is nothing we can do to gain points, admission points to the kingdom of heaven. All we can do is stand before him. Maybe even kneel if we want to. But if we kneel, it should be a sign of our humble position before him, not a sign of, look at me, how good I am. So let's stand before him. No, not yet. Not yet. You got a little more to go. But let's stand before him acknowledging, like that tax collector did in the temple in that parable. Bow our heads, yes. Beat our breast and say, Lord, I am a sinner. And have mercy on me. Then he can embrace us with his forgiveness and love. It's our own sense of goodness, our own sense of righteousness that is perhaps the strongest barrier to his grace. So let's be careful not to be proud that we are here at daily Mass when a lot of other people aren't. Let's acknowledge our common sinfulness, that we can never make ourselves right before the Lord. We have to depend on Him constantly, day after day, to say, yes, I forgive you. I want you to be mine. Let's listen to His voice.